In the heart of post-war America, Baltimore was a city of industry. Smokestacks reached for the sky. In the modest, working-class neighborhood of Yale Heights, life was defined by simple truths. People worked hard, they raised their families, they believed in their country. It was here that John Robert Bolton was born in 1948. His world was one of row houses and streetcars, the quiet rhythm of neighborhood life. His father, Edward Jackson Bolton, was a firefighter, a man who ran toward danger when others ran away. His mother, Virginia Clara, was a homemaker, the anchor of the family. She raised John in a home filled with love and discipline. Young John grew up surrounded by the quiet dignity of labor. His neighbors were the backbone of Baltimore. He attended public school where classrooms were full and resources were simple. In this environment, he learned early that success must be earned. He pored over his books, driven by an internal fire that matched his father's. He understood that his mind was his greatest tool. His parents instilled purpose, hard work, duty, responsibility. They gave him a belief in himself, the conviction he could shape his destiny. In the small row house on a quiet street, a young boy was beginning to see a world beyond. He was beginning to understand the path he would have to walk to get there. John's academic diligence did not go unnoticed. His grades were a testament to relentless focus. He set his sights on a place that represented a different world entirely. McDonough School, a private military academy outside the city. For a firefighter's son, it seemed an impossible dream. But his intellect was his currency. He earned a scholarship that would change his life. He put on the military-style uniform and entered a world of strict expectations. Drills and discipline sharpened his sense of order. Study and academic rigor pushed him to new heights. Attention to detail became a hallmark of his work. He was a scholarship boy, an outsider who had to prove he belonged. He met the challenge head-on and thrived. In 1966, John Bolton graduated from McDonough. He left a working-class Baltimore home with his eyes fixed on the Ivy League. The nation convulsed with debate. The 1964 election pitted Johnson against Barry Goldwater. Goldwater's message of individual liberty and a strong defense spoke to the young Bolton. At 15, he threw himself into the campaign, stuffing envelopes, making phone calls, and distributing literature on behalf of Goldwater. The campaign lost in a landslide. But for Bolton, it was a formative victory. It solidified his conservative convictions and taught him to fight for ideas, even when unpopular. After McDonough, John Bolton took a giant leap, Yale University. The scholarship had opened a door into the Ivy League. He arrived in New Haven, a world away from Baltimore. Yale in the late 60s was a hotbed of activism. Bolton was often in the minority. He stood his ground, defending his principles with intellectual rigor. He learned to argue, to listen, and to sharpen his ideas. He excelled academically, graduating with honors in 1970. But his pursuit did not end there. He set his sights on Yale Law School to hone his legal and strategic skills. He entered one of the world's most prestigious legal institutions. At law school, he learned to construct arguments and analyze dense texts. He practiced persuasion and strategy, skills that would shape his career. He earned his Juris Doctor in 1974. From a scholarship student to a trained lawyer, his journey was extraordinary. He rose from a working-class city of industry to the elite echelons of the Ivy League. He never forgot the lessons of his youth, the value of hard work and duty. He learned to wield the law as an instrument of policy, stepping toward corridors of power. The son of a Baltimore firefighter had found his voice on the national stage. From a working-class family to the halls of power, the making of John Bolton.